Hello children, welcome to STP Mathematics 3A first lesson. Hope all of you have gone through my introductory video. There I explain how to use this book and how you are going to take down your notes and how you are going to do the exercises. By any chance, if you have missed the introductory video, please pause this video and watch that. You can find it in the same playlist. So go through that and try to understand that what kind of setup we are going to have throughout this program, the free math lesson program. So what we are doing here. And the other thing I want to say that not like the grade 6 and 7 students, you are in grade 8 now. So you are using the STP Mathematics 3A book. That means you have used the STP Mathematics 1A and 2A, and this is the third time you are using the STP Mathematics book series. And you want to understand this is your last year where you are going to spend in the middle school. After this academic year, you are moving to your O-level curriculum, maybe the national curriculum, the EdExcel curriculum, or the Cambridge curriculum, whatever it is that you are moving to your O-level curriculum. So this is a very critical academic year and very important one from the day one. Please do a good job. Otherwise, you will have to suffer or struggle with the O-level content or the curriculum, right? So the first topic we are going to learn here, the making sure of arithmetic. So this is the first topic, and everyone please take your theory books and go to the first page. You take the theory book, turn the pages, and you go to the first page. In the first page, you want to start writing something like this, right? You just write STP Mathematics 3A. This is your theory book, and you write your name, and you write here it is grade 8. So your theory book, the first page should be like this. Now you want to have time to write down all these things, children. So what you can do, you pause the video and you write it, then you on the video. Even though I explain everything at once, so you don't want to watch them or listen to them that at once. Whenever you want to take down a note, you pause the video, you write down the note. So this is your theory book, the first page. When you open it, when you turn it, so this is the first thing you should do, right? So thereafter, we'll move to the next thing. It's like this. So you go to the next page. The next page should be like this, right? You put the date and you write unit 1 and the name is making sure of arithmetic. All these things you want to write in pink color. So then this is unit 1, right? Unit 1. Then you want to write making sure of arithmetic, right? Making sure of arithmetic. So this is the main topic, right? And then you write the subtopic, names for numbers. So this is the subtopic, right? So hope you can remember what I explained. The very important thing, you want to put the date before you start the work, children. You put the date, write down the unit number, unit 1, and then the unit name, making sure of arithmetics in pink color. Then you write the first subtopic, names for numbers, right? Names for numbers. Hope you are copying down everything then and there. Don't wait that first you watch the video, after that I can copy down the note. No. So then and there you post the video, complete the note. So when you are done with the video, so your note is clear, then you straight away move to the exercises, right? So then we will move to the theory part. The first thing I want to explain you children, here we are talking about the different types of numbers. Now, the first type of number you want to learn here, the natural numbers, right? So what are natural numbers? So natural numbers. Natural numbers. Another name we use for this is counting numbers, right? Counting numbers. Okay, so you underline this and you write that what are natural numbers. So I just type here so then I can quickly do that. The counting numbers. So the numbers we use to count the things. Example of counting numbers or the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I put the comma and 3 dots. What does this mean? The list is going on. That what are counting numbers or the natural numbers, children? The numbers the numbers we use to count the things, the natural numbers or the counting numbers, right? Here the topic also I'll write in, I'll type it so then it is neat. Natural numbers, or sometimes we call them counting numbers, right? Then you can underline it. So natural numbers or counting numbers. So then the next one we do have the integers. Integers. You have learned these things in your lower grades, but we will discuss them or revise them. So what are integers? So how you are going to identify the integers? So that is positive whole numbers, right? So then you have negative whole numbers, right? Whole numbers. So then you have zero, altogether positive whole numbers, negative whole numbers, and zero. Altogether, you name it as the integers. How you have the example? So then you have the negative integers to the left side and the positive integers to the right side. There are many more in the list. Therefore, I put the comma and 3 dots. So then I write here -3, -2, -1. Then we have 0, 1, 2, 3. Then you put 3 dots here to show that it's going on, right? The list is going on. So then here all together, that when you consider all of them, we call this integers, right? Integers, right? A bit bigger, right? Underline it, integers. The natural numbers or the counting numbers are the numbers we use to count the things starting from 1. And what are integers? So positive whole numbers, negative whole numbers, 0, right? It can be to the both side. That is why I put the comma and 3 dots. So then the positive whole numbers, negative whole numbers, and 0. All together, I can name them as integers. So here that I'm just writing the note and explaining, children. Whenever you want to write down your note, you pause the video and write it down, right? So then the next one, the number type you want to learn, the rational numbers. What are rational numbers? So then here the rational numbers, you want to explain it like this. Positive whole numbers, positive decimals, positive fractions, right? So then negative whole numbers, positive negative decimals, mean fractions, then 0. positive whole numbers, positive decimals, positive fractions, negative whole numbers, negative decimals, negative fractions, zero, everything together, we name it as what? We name it as the rational numbers. So then these are the rational numbers. You can write that everything together, they are rational numbers. Okay, I will show it like this. So the different types of numbers we are going to learn. The first one is the natural numbers or the counting numbers. The second type is the integers. And the third type is the rational numbers, right? And you know how to identify when I give you a number, you know how to identify whether it's a natural number or a counting number, integer, rational number. So this is the idea, right? So then we are moving to discuss about the fractions. What do you mean by a fraction, children? So tell me, what do you mean by a fraction first of all? So fraction is a portion of something. What it is? Fraction is a portion of something. I'll write the topic fractions. Write the topic fractions. And what do you mean by the fraction? It is a portion of something, right? How we are going to show this, the portion of something? So then you can use, right, let's say that we will write 2 over 5. What does this mean? If you have five pieces, I'm talking about 2 pieces. And you know this we call the numerator. This we call the numerator. And what is this? This we call the denominator, right? This we call the denominator, right? The numerator and the denominator. The lower part we call the denominator, the upper part we call the numerator. What is a fraction? It is a portion of something, right? Fraction is a portion of something. And fractions, we do have basically two types. What are they? A fraction, we do have two types, that these things you have learned in your lower grades. That what are they? Proper fractions, right? Proper fractions. And the other side we have improper fraction. Improper fractions, right? Improper fractions. What are proper fractions, children? When your denominator, right? When your denominator is bigger than the numerator, right? The numerator, it is a proper fraction. If your numerator, right? If your numerator is bigger than the denominator, right? For an example, let's say 2 over 5. The denominator is bigger. So then you have 4 over 7. The denominator is bigger. So then 17 over 25. The denominator is bigger. So it is a proper fraction. The higher value or the larger digit is in the bottom. But by any chance, if you have something like this, 5 over 3, the numerator is bigger, right? Let's say 8 over 5. And you have 17 over 4. These are what, children? These are improper fractions. Why? The numerator is bigger. This is not the proper way. Normally, the denominator should be with the higher digit. That's the proper way. But if there is a fraction, that the numerator is bigger, so that it is not the proper way. No? So we call them the improper fractions. Two types of fractions, the proper fractions and the improper fractions. So then the next thing we want to discuss about the mixed numbers. Let's say you have a whole number, right? Let's say you have a whole number and a fraction together. So then we call it a mixed number. We call this a mixed number. How we are going to write this mixed number, children? This is very important. Let's say, for an example, you have 2 and 3/5 whole number and a fraction. How we are going to write this? You write 2 here. In the middle, you draw the line and you write 3/5. Sometimes children like it like this, write it like this. This is wrong because that it's kind of 23/5. And some students, they write it like this. So that is 3/25. That is also wrong. So what is the correct way of writing this? You write 2, in the middle you draw the line, then you write 3/5. So then it clearly shows us how to write the whole number, then you write the fraction. So this is called a mixed number, 2, 3/5, right? The 2 is the whole number portion, 3/5 is the fraction portion. And when I combine them together, 2, 3/5 means the mixed number. Now let's see now how we can convert these, the mixed numbers into fractions, so the improper fraction. And then we'll discuss how we can convert the improper fraction into mixed numbers, right? So then the next subtopic we'll write. So what is the next subtopic? The mixed numbers into improper fractions, right? So how we are going to do this, children? When you have, we'll take the same example, 2, 3/5. What we should do, we multiply the denominator by the whole number, 5 times 2, 10, plus 3. Then we write the denominator as it is. 5 times 2, 10, 10 plus 3, 13/5. So then how we are going to write this, that in word? So you get the denominator value, you multiply it by the whole number, right? And you get the answer and you add the numerator value, right? The numerator. So in the down, you write the denominator value as it is. Here the denominator is 5. So then you write it like this. When you want to convert the mixed number into, into mixed numbers into improper fractions. So then the 5 times 2, 10, 10 plus 3, 13, 13/5. So denominator you multiply by the whole number. So you get the answer. That answer you add with the numerator. It gives me the numerator of the new improper fraction. That is 13. And you keep the denominator as it is. The next one we want to learn that how to convert improper fractions into mixed numbers, right? Improper fraction into mixed numbers. So then, yeah, I want to improper fraction into mixed numbers. How we are going to do that, children? It's like this. So let's say that we have 13/5 for an example. 13/5. This is the improper fraction we do have. What does this mean, children? 13/5? 13 divided by 5, right? 5 times 2, 10, 3 remain. How we are going to write this now? 2, 3/5. So you take the pink color pen and show that from where you get this to the answer here, and the remainder like this, right? So you can convert improper fraction into mixed numbers like this, right? So we just discussed the basic things that today we'll see whether you can do any homework. No. So then you don't have any homework today. So then tomorrow I want to discuss a few other theory contents. After that, you can have the homework. But what you want to do is please go through all these things and be thorough. So you should know what are natural numbers or the counting numbers, how to define the integers and what are the examples. So then what are rational numbers? Then we discuss what are fractions. So then fraction is a portion of something, and we do have two parts of a fraction. The upper part we call the numerator, the lower part we call the denominator. Then the fractions we do have basically two types, proper fractions and improper fractions. How we are going to differentiate them? So looking at the values, if the denominator value is bigger than the numerator, it is a proper fraction. If the numerator value is bigger than the denominator, that is not the proper way. So they are improper fractions. Then we discuss about the mixed numbers, how you can create a mixed number, that it is a combination of a whole number and a fraction, and that it is very important to learn that how to write the mixed number correctly. You can't just write the numbers here and there as you wish, that there is a way to write them, and we discuss then that. Then we learn how to convert mixed numbers into improper fraction and improper fractions into mixed numbers. So these are the things we discuss. So we'll meet again tomorrow, and we want to discuss about the factors, we want to discuss about the multiples, then the lowest common multiples, highest common factor. So then we'll discuss all these things before moving to the next part. Sometimes for the first 3 days you don't have the homework, but only the homework you need to read the note and be thorough with the theory content. Okay, children? We'll meet again tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, be in touch, and subscribe the channel and click the bell button to get the notification of the next lessons, right? And if there is anything, if you can't understand, you can comment in the comment section. And if there is anything, maybe that you have understood it very well, anything you can comment in the comment section. Okay, children, see you then. We'll meet again tomorrow.